Hey everybody, Mr. Quick here. Today we'll be looking at Eureka Math / Engage New York Math, Module 1, Lesson 21, Getting the Job Done, Speed, Work, and Measurement Units. We're going to use what we know about ratios and rates to actually start to convert using measurements. So, let's take a look. Let's do this together. It says, identify the ratios that are associated with the conversions between feet, inches, and yards. Simple enough. Okay, let's look at this first one here. Right here. 12 inches equals blank foot. Well, they kind of gave it away, right? If it's foot and not feet, then it's singular, and we know there are 12 inches in 1 foot. 12 inches equals 1 foot. The ratio of inches to feet would be 12 inches to 1 foot, right? So it's a 12-to-1 ratio. Next question here. It says 1 foot equals blank inches. Well, we know that would be 12 inches. The ratio of feet to inches, 1 foot to 12 inches. So yes, 12 to 1 and 1 to 12, those both describe going back and forth between feet and inches, and that just shows you why order matters, right? Because if you say 12 to 1, you're talking 12 inches to 1 foot. If you say 1 to 12, you're talking 1 foot to 12 inches. So the order does matter. Okay, jump down here. 3 feet equals 1 yard. The ratio of feet to yards would be 3 to 1. 1 yard equals 3 feet. The ratio of yards to feet, since we're saying yards first, 1 yard to 3 feet, 1 to 3. So the order in which you say the ratio and the order in which you write the ratio does matter. Okay, let's look at an example together. It says work with your partner. Well, we're not working with partners, but you're going to watch the video and we're going to do this together, and then we'll do some together in class with partners. But for right now, we want to find out how many feet are in 48 inches. Make a ratio table that compares feet and inches. Use the conversion rate of 12 inches per foot or 1/12 foot per inch. That sounds complicated. It's really not. Let's look at it. Okay, if we're looking at 1 foot per 12 inches, or do that, times, we want to find out 48, right? 48 inches. That's going to give us our answer, right? Well, for multiplying, and we're looking at essentially 1/12 times 48, we know we can put a 1 as our denominator for 48. That's a funky looking 4, but that's okay. 1 times 48 is 48. 12 times 1 is 12. Up above, we know we can cross out the inches. So we've got 48 twelfths feet. 12 goes into 48 4 times. We're looking at 4 feet. So there are 4 feet in 48 inches. Okay, I'll show you a little bit faster, simpler way of doing that. If that works for you, use it, do it. Okay, I'm going to show you a different way. This is kind of how I look at it. We want to know how many feet are in 48 inches. I know there's 1 foot is 12 inches. I'm trying to find out how many feet. I'm going to go ahead and label that just to keep it clear. How many feet in 48 inches, right? So this is going to be my answer here. 12 to get to 48 is a constant or magic number of 4. If I didn't know that, I could take 48 divided by 12 and I would get my 4, right? If I do that, I've got to do the same thing up here. 1 times 4 gives me 4. So I know there are 4 feet in 48 inches. Okay, let's do a couple other examples. How many grams are in 6 kilograms? It says here, make record of your work before using your calculator. Now, what it's saying there is you need to show your work, right? And we know, as our class policy states, you always show your work. Even if you use a calculator or even if you use other manipulatives, we always show our work so I can see your thinking, okay? The rate would be 1,000 grams per kilogram. So I know it's 1,000 grams to 1 kilogram. right? Well, I could write that as 1,000 grams to 1 kilogram, and I want to know how many grams there would be in 6 kilograms. So I know I'm going to have to multiply by 6 as my magic number, as my constant. Up top, I'd have to do the same thing. 1,000 times 6 gives me 6,000. So my answer would be, there are 6,000 grams in 6 kilograms. Boom. All right, let's look at one more example together. How many cups are in 5 quarts? So I'm going cups to quarts. Cups to quarts will be my ratio. Make a record of your work, basically saying show your work. The rate would be 4 cups per quart, right? So that's 4 to 1. So if I know it's 4 cups per 1 quart, and I want to find out how many cups there would be if I had 5 quarts, I want to find out this number here. To get from 1 to 5, my magic number or my constant, I would have to multiply by 5, right? 1 times 5 is 5. I've got to do the same thing up top. 4 times 5 is 20. So I know I'm looking at 20 cups are in 5. I'm going to run out of room. 5 quarts. Okay, pretty simple. I don't care which method you use. There's 2 viable methods. There's other viable methods as well, but those are the 2 that we've looked at. We'll talk about more in class, and we'll work on some more examples in class. As always, thank you for watching.